Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Leaves it with the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clemson has always loved these quarterbacks who can put pressure on defenses by running the football.
No doubt. And, man, it's such an advantage to have guys that are elusive and electric that can get outside, and you got a back going one way, a quarterback going the other way. Really stretches.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Longhorns! grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To the air, it's Klubnik. The short hands, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide open downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the wide receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working. They're lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Rushes on him. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Here's a heat. pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. They're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Manning. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was to changing this game. For the defense creating some momentum, trying to get back into it, and the offense gets the big break.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The give to the back. Powers through the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. To throw, it's Klubnik. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Give to the running back. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Finds a tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Under fire. He's going to take off. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Randall. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Timeout. to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. Inside the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Michigan! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. He's got it. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And it's a great job with the play fake there. Fourth down, you're going with the bootleg, so you got to sell a run. You see all those defenders thinking the running back has it. Once the quarterback's out on the perimeter, he's got a lot of space and time to find his open receiver to pick up that first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He unleashes a long one, and he holds it in inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. This crowd knows when to bring it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
Michigan 7, South Carolina 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simpson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. It's a running room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. Touchdown, Wolverine! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
South Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Wide open spaces. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They'll run play action. Looking left. Pulls it in. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Sellers. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The snap sets up the throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right on the money. Touchdown, South Carolina. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick it away to start us off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. That's caught. It's Dixon.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They want to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Pocket breaking down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground with no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Let's it fly. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Quickly complete. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period.
Michigan 7, Illinois 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's inside the 15. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now. They've got the defense on their heels.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. He's got it along the sidelines, foot in bounds, and it's a first down.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. Fighting Illini, facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. He's looking to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Dangerous screen into traffic. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines! Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Complete to start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He'll take the deep shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires left. He makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know what Alabama...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Coming out with it, it's Simpson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Simpson. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch In the middle, it's Simpson. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's McCulley. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
A little screen to the running back. Breaks the tackle.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run to the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering you. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know the guy's got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Setting up the screen. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Couldn't find... to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll knock him down in the backfield for a loss of yardage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting ready for the extra point. It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Simpson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
They'll go right back to it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Now, fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Fears the pressure. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Pulled down for the tackle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. Looking for blockers. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him in the flat. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying play action. Got his man on the outside. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They're working that left side. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
They're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off-play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the play fake. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Other scores for around the country. Slippery run, 38.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. He's loose. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the Wolverines have it with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Flips it out on the screen. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck.
Touchdown, Michigan! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Getting set for the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll run play action. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Manning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Flips it out in the flat. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They get enough push, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
That is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We've got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. A great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes